And welcome back. The Chloe Randolph Organization aims to educate and empower survivors of domestic violence.
And as the summer comes to an end, you can be a part of their many upcoming events that we're going to touch on this morning. But joining us right now, Kristie Randolph, Executive Director of the nonprofit. Good morning, Kristie.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here with us today. We appreciate it. Start by talking with us a little bit about what is the Chloe Randolph Organization and how it came about.
Chloe was my daughter, and unfortunately, March 23rd, 2019 in Henderson, she was brutally murdered, almost to the point of execution style. She was murdered in her soon-to-be ex-husband's apartment with her then 9-month-old Slim in the apartment. Henderson didn't have a dominant presence for domestic violence at the time. I will never know if they did, would Chloe have reached out. And so it was very important to me, her father, her brothers, that her legacy live on and her death not to be in vain. And so that's kind of how the Chloe Randolph Organization came to be. As we talked through, there was a day in court where a domestic violence victim walked up to me and she says, "You don't know me, but I know you. And I need you to know this, and I don't want anything from you. But I have been beat up the past 10 to 15 years of my life. And I live down the street from where Chloe died, and Chloe saved me. And I just need you to know that I don't want nothing." And that was that defining moment that I knew if we were ever going to do anything, that was that moment.
Absolutely.
And so the Chloe Randolph stands for her legacy, but it also stands for other victims to know that they matter and they have a voice.
And has this helped your family? I mean, of course, your efforts, you guys are, you do fundraisers, you do events like this that we're going to discuss in just a few moments. You're at the Ford Center. I know you guys got a concession stand out there. They're proudly wearing their Chloe Randolph t-shirts. So support them when you go out to that Jason Aldean show next week, right? Isn't that where you're going to be?
Yes, on August 8th,
so,
booth 116.
And you can have these conversations. They're very tangible people. They'll talk to you about it. But through this effort, most people put down their guard and just walk away, and they've had a tragedy in their life and they give up. You've started this organization. Has it dissipated some of the hurt, some of the pain that your families went through to transfer the information and the experience you've had to people that may deal with something like this similar?
Well, I always said there was two ways we could handle it. We could roll over and play dead ourselves and do nothing, and her death and others would have been in vain. But that's not what we were going to do. It has helped some. It will forever be there, but I think Chloe would want us to be advocates for other people because that's how Chloe was growing up.
So you're fighting. I mean, you're fighting for her beyond her life here with us. If there's a person at home right now, you know, maybe they're experiencing something similar, or they have a friend that just won't get out of a situation that's very similar to your daughter's. What's your message to them?
If you're watching me today and you're listening to my voice, you have a voice and you matter. We're here to make sure we keep you safe. We want to get you to safety, and just reach out to us. We're not judgmental by no means. We just want to make sure you understand what domestic violence is and how we can help you.
And we have the address there, the phone number, the email, and you guys are on Washington Street in Henderson. So this is the information. You also have a Facebook page as well.
Yes.
Also on that Facebook page, you have a lot of events coming up.
We do.
I mean, you got a lot going on in the last 6 months or so. So the one we do want to touch on today, though, is the golf scramble.
It is.
Talk to us a little bit about what that is, when it's taking place, and what people can expect.
It's the 4th annual golf scramble. This year it's going to be at the Henderson Country Club. We started actually at Quail in Boonville. Then we got to come back to Henderson. And it's just a way for us to fundraise for the organization, because one of the things we're working towards is a shelter for domestic violence, because Henderson doesn't have a shelter for domestic violence. And that's one of our goals, along with transitional housing. We still have some sponsorships available. You can still register for foursomes and host sponsorships.
Gotcha. And those are around, I wrote it down, like $400.
$400 for a foursome only, $200 for a host sponsor. If you do a combination, you get a little price break. It's like $550.
And this is from 10:30 to 5. So it's, you know, quite an ordeal, you know, a long day. How has it been in the past, successful wise? I mean, this is something you've done for 4 years now. You know, what keeps drawing folks back each year to this golf scramble?
Well, I think they want to sponsor a cause. I think they want to be part of understanding what victims and survivors go through and how they can help us.
And all for a fun event as well.
It is.
You know, going
It
out
is.
there as well. Let's talk about the back to school drive.
Yes.
You have that coming up as well. We've been talking about back to school all morning. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we want, it's geared toward victims and survivors of domestic violence. However, we want all kids and all teachers going back to school to be successful in the new school year. So it's our back to school supply drive. We're actually going to be at Ready Fest in Henderson next Tuesday, which is at Jefferson. But then whatever extra supplies we always have, we have it at the office at Chloe's Closet.
And this is just like marker, you know, normal back to school stuff, markers and crayons and all that. And then we have no time to get through all of these, but you have so many events. Which one would you like to talk about? Because I know folks can go to your Facebook page to kind of learn more about them. But is there one in particular? I know you have the Poker Run, Fire Dome Give Back, the Chalk the Walk. So, I mean, these go all year long.
Well, the Poker Run was our very first event that we ever did, and so it's sentimental, and it's in September. And so that's on our Facebook because we do Poker Run and go into Bike Night this year. But the one in October is our 5K, which is our second annual. It's the Butterfly 5K Run Walk. So it's
a lot of stuff, and we'll have more on that probably as it gets closer to. We do have a full screen for the golf scramble here. So Wednesday, August 28th, that's the most upcoming event. Henderson Country Club, and you can still register. Where can folks go if they want to register for this or just maybe give a donation or be a part of it?
You can register online at our website, thechloerandolph.org, if you want to register or donate, or you can reach out to us at the office and we can get you registered. Or foursomes, we register some that day as well. So we had 28 foursomes last year. We're trying to hit 36.
Wonderful.
And I'm trying to talk Griffin into golfing.
That's a celebrity
You
side
know
in there.
what? I would look. I don't blame you, Kristie. Thank you so much for being here
you.
today. And we'll have this on our website as well, wevv.com. Maybe not the best morning for golfing, Griffin, but yeah, you should probably take part in it. I mean, Griffin is an amazing golfer.
Oh wow, you all are really tooting my horn this morning. Great.